Day 13 on my beginner's restart sleeper strategy guide, and the power is 1.243 million. So about 60k power off the 100k a day I was achieving, but that's because I'm slowing down, not speeding things up, and waiting for my City Hall 18, which has 2 days left on it, and just started doing some military research, more to help with expedition than anything else, so that I can also progress the main event quests as well. So let's grab those whilst we're here. Looking forward to the 10 heads. There they are, and 1400 gems. Lovely. So we're going to leave this account now though, and in this video we're going to concentrate more on my lead farm and the network that I'm building up around me. So let's come out of this account, switch over to my lead farm, who I've called Lido B. Someone must have stolen the name Lido. Now, my farm account is up to City Hall 16. Usually I don't get my farm accounts this far, because when I'm rushing, I have a demand for resources that my main cannot cope with, so that I have to start using farms a lot sooner so I can boost that power. But as I've not been rushing power, I've been able to get my farm to City Hall 16. Why do you want to be City Hall 16? Well, it means that firstly, this account can migrate, which means it will be able to sleep with me, as opposed to be left here with no resources and unable to migrate like I usually do with my support accounts. Number two, level 16 is good because it means you can get into the Lost Kingdom should I need to go there and deliver resources. Also, this account is over 500k power, which again is useful because some events you need 500k power to be able to do those events, and then of course exchange the reward tokens for more resources. Now this account is also my Peacekeeper. So I don't have Peacekeepers on my main account because I am pursuing a Sunset Canyon team, which means Boudica and Lohar are not on my main account. They're over here on my farm account, and I'm putting all my XP into Boudica so that she'll be able to solo forts or lead forts for me. So we have a look at this morning. She has been leading some Fort 2s, and she's also been leading some Fort 1s, where of course she only gets a tiny little percentage, 3% of the damage, so that my main gets the full results. So I think we've done 7 or so of those today, and we've done a few Fort 2s because I basically ran out of Fort 1s. Now this account has the trading post up to 16. I may at some point in the future push this account higher, but at the moment we've got absolutely no speed ups at all. We've got a 7-day, but we've got no speed ups at all, building or universal, so it's going to stay at 16 for a while, and plus my main now needs support for resources. Why we got the trading post up to level 16 is because we want the tax rate to be 20%. Usually I pay 25%, where or 24%. Sometimes I get it to level 12, but I've pushed on and I will only be paying a tax rate of 20%. And also I can move a lot more resources than usual. So what I'm going to do now is I need some resources now. So what I'm going to do is completely clear this account out. Now I do have another 4 farms. We'll talk about those in a moment. Now remember, you can never completely clear your farm out because the storehouse protects a certain amount. And then we're going to move this across. Now moving the resources across used to trigger lots and lots of where you have to put solve a little puzzle. But that seems to have got a lot better, but if you are still doing a lot of resources, it can sometimes still trigger. So 19 million in wood, that's good. So we're going to assist. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I need that stone. I need golden stone, obviously, the most. Oh, there's a little rally off there. Now we're nice and close to make this quick. Also, with your lead farms, don't forget you can attack your main to help it do the achievements. So I have in fact attacked my main quite a lot with this account, where once with each commander with 1 troop, so that it could complete the achievement and get an extra 3 gold keys. So keep that in mind. Let's just keep doing this. So really, in principle, resources can be unlimited. The bottleneck in the game will be speed ups for the free to play if you solve your resources problems. Let's just keep doing this. This should help me through to City Hall. I'm aiming for City Hall 22, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that in the next 7 days. But certainly this will mean that I don't have to worry about resources on my main. I could on my main start gathering gems, but I'm not going to do that. That's not something I do. Instead, I'm just going to carry on playing as I play, where I half gather, mainly do forts on my main. So we're nearly finished. Haven't had to solve a caption yet, which is good. The 1.8 million is quite healthy, making this quite quick. That's nearly finished. That's the food done. I think this is the last one. Yep. So there we go. Let's have a little look on my main now. How much resources have we done? So there we are. Resource assistance, that's 30 million over to my main. And I say this farm is now ready. My other farms are not on level 16 yet. It was my lead farm, obviously I log into the most, so it has progressed the fastest. Of course, I mentioned I'm going to take this account with me. So that means that it needs the shop to be, it needs 600k alliance credits to be able to buy the passport. Now, this is not going to be a problem because I'm doing lots of slow building. But of course, I now have my blacksmiths, which means I was able to open my material keys. And of course, what you will find is you have fantastic luck on material keys on your farms. And I, of course, immediately got this on my first key, the Dark Lord's Blessing. But I'm going to sell it for the 45,000 credits because I don't care about that. I will keep the white and blue because I run forts with this. I am going to try and put a little bit of gear on Boudica, but I'm nearly at the 500 now. I also don't need these for the moment. So let's get rid of all of those. Now, someone did mention, of course, so I only need 60k left to go now. Someone did mention that they specialise their farms into wood and gold and such like, but at the moment, the sheer volume of farms I have, that's not going to be a problem for me, I don't think. And I say I'd rather use my farm as a Peacekeeper. So Boudica will get to level 60 eventually, and hopefully be able to solo Fort 3s or even Fort 4s. But I'm pretty far away from being able to do that. Now, what I like about soloing the forts is kind of like renewable energies problem, where you have renewable action points, where I want to try and store my action points for future. And doing forts will do that through the reward of emergency action point recoveries, where you take action points that you have today, turn them into emergency action point recoveries through doing forts. And then in the future, during the Marauders or an event when I want to boost my barbarian kills, I will have that AP saved. Of course, I will also save some AP on this account for doing during the Lohar event, because that's a great way to boost your resources. Now this obviously account, this farm is in my control, and I've built it with the people that are doing the sleeper with me. Don't forget though, we've got the construction maxed at 8%, the extra 2 minutes on the helps. So although we don't have an altar, a building altar, it doesn't really matter because we've done so much research on construction, and we will eventually get the research up as well. but we're only here another 7 days. We also have a few people in this alliance that are just new players, and they're more than welcome. I'm not bothered by the VIP 6. I've been spending gems on buying wood and food. Eventually it will get the VIP 6 from the daily logins, but I don't really need the second building queue now. It doesn't matter. So I have a bit of a different approach to farms. I use them in a different way, especially the way that I put my Peacekeeper on the farm as opposed to in my main account. Of course, if I can't bring my farm into an alliance, then I just use other people. They do the fort with Minamoto, and that's even better than what my farm can produce. I've been keeping up on the main quests, but I'm stuck now at the tier 3. Lots of helping hands, so that's good. So let's also have a look perhaps now at one of my other farms, who is not quite as advanced. So let's go into, what's this one called? Takes a moment to load. So let's go this farm. I have not been logging in as much, so I don't run the forts with it. I still put the XP into Boudica though, because eventually I'll be able to get to the point where I could run 5 Fort 1s at the same time, but I'm pretty far away from doing that, which is just great for the way that I play the game, that I could set 5 Fort 1s going and then just forget about the account for 15-20 minutes and then set 5 Fort 1s going, or even 5 Fort 2s going. So I'm actually doing Boudica on all of my farms. How's she doing? There we are, up to level 30. And eventually we will have some very strong Boudica Lohars. Nice. There we are. His first skill sorted. And these accounts will be able to, as I say, multi-run solo forts. Now, I'm City Hall 13 on this one, so it's quite far behind. I'm just burning my speed ups as I like, but of course I'm having to wait quite a long time to get the helps now on this account slowly dying. Oh, sorry, Dad, I'll call you in a moment. So this one has the 17 help, so I could progress the City Hall, but I'm not in a hurry. I've got another 7 days to get this one to level 16. I've just boosted the resources on my main account, so I can relax a little bit on that front. But in total, as I said, I've got 6 accounts. I'm planning to get all of them to level 16 so that all of them can migrate with me to the target kingdom. Now, my target kingdom at the moment is going to be 3508, which is the maximum I can get to. So I'm going to wrap the video up here now and have a chat with my dad. Thanks for watching. So a bit about resources. I hope this is helpful to you in your restart project.